So they announced the NBA All-Stars, the reserves, yesterday. And the first thing that popped in my head was, how the hell are there no Sacramento Kings on the All-Star team? Number 5 seed in the West. 2 of the best players in the NBA, De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. And look, I know Minnesota, they've been hot. They're right at the top of the West, right at the top of the league. Sabonis is better than Karl Anthony Towns, people. Let's just be honest. Sabonis is better than Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns averages 3 more points than he does. Everything else, Sabonis is better. Literally everything. First of all, he's a leading rebounder in the NBA. That would be number 1. But he shoots a better percentage from 2, a better percentage from 3. He rebounds better. He averages more assists. You know, his true shooting percentage is better. Everything else on the court, he does better than Karl Anthony Towns. And he didn't make the All-Star team. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. It's more of a travesty than De'Aaron Fox. Look, the guard position, especially the point guard position out west, somebody was going to get left out. Somebody was going to get left out. That's the travesty to this thing. I mean, but who are you going to leave out? You're not going to leave off Curry. Okay? Who is he going to take off? Booker? I don't know that you can leave off Booker either. You know, and he wasn't better than the starters. I mean, SGA, no. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, Fox, it's unfortunate. There's 4 guards. There's like 6 that are really good. He was just the odd man out. He's just the odd man out. So, and Big Mike, yeah, we were talking about Sabonis being better than Karl Anthony Towns. It's not even a debate that he's better than Karl Anthony Towns. Every metric except for scoring average shows that he's better than Karl Anthony Towns, but yet he got left off of the All-Star team. So I think it's just odd to me. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Now in the East, did y'all see anybody get snubbed in the East? Because I didn't. I didn't see any snubs in the East that were just so outlandish or anything like that. Yeah, Brunson getting in I thought was great. First of all, Brunson should have been a starter over Damian Lillard. Let's just call it like it is. Brunson should have been a starter over Damian Lillard. New York Knicks fans, you got to stand up. I know Damian is more of a superstar because he's done it for longer, but Jalen Brunson is better than Damian Lillard. He should have been a starter. I mean, come on, New York City. Come on, New York City. You should have got your man in there. You should have got your man in there. So, more afraid of the refs than the Chiefs. Okay. One of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Who? What Cleveland Cavalier got snubbed? Because Donovan Mitchell made it. Who do you thinking got snubbed? I don't think any Cleveland Cavalier got snubbed. Who? And more than importantly, who are you taking off and putting somebody on? You know, the Cat Sabonis debate, I don't think there's any debate to that because somebody with every metric, every single metric except for scoring average where Karl Anthony Towns is 2.5 points higher, everything else Sabonis clears them. That's an argument, you know. So it is what it is, though. It is what it is. But I like the all-star teams. I had to mention those snubs by Sacramento. But Sacramento is still getting disrespected. They should have had an all-star, at least one. It's tough for me to say two because, again, even if you're talking wing players, what are you going to take off, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard? I don't think so. I don't think so. So Jared Allen may get in because Embiid is hurt, but he didn't deserve to be in over anybody. So he didn't deserve to get in over anybody. Now, he might get put in now because Embiid is not going to play. Plus, Julius Randle is not going to play either. So there's some opportunity there. There's some opportunity there. Sacramento is a dark horse in the West. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So I loved what was going on with like I said, the all-star teams. I just thought that they got snubbed. I thought Sacramento, especially Sabonis, I thought it was a snub. I thought it was a snub. So my man Austin, coming back to the LeBron story, they'd also lose a lot of money that LeBron brings in. Yeah, they would. Yeah, the Lakers. Look, at the end of the day, it's a business. The Lakers aren't silly, but like I said, I just think it's a smokescreen. I don't think LeBron's actually getting traded. I think they're working some stuff behind the scenes. So, should OKC go after Andre Drummond from the Bulls? 1,000% they should. Look, Andre Drummond isn't going to give you anything scoring-wise. Not much, anyway. You're not going to go to him, throw him the ball down low. You may throw him a bone or two, a half, but you don't have to go to him. But he's still a rebounder, a space eater. He can still do that at a high level. So, yeah, they should go after him. They should go after him. I still think the Lakers are going to somehow try to get Zach LaVine. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I still believe that they're going to do that. I still believe it. There's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity there. So, let's see here. Towns still doesn't play up to potential. No, he doesn't, Gwendo. He doesn't at all. He doesn't at all. You know, we'll see, though. My man Pat Cockrell is campaigning for SGA to win the MVP. I think that's legitimate. I think that has to start being in the conversation. It's got to be legitimate. So, yeah. Did Halliburton get selected? Yeah, Halliburton's the starter. But I don't think Halliburton's going to play either. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. We'll see what happens with him. So, I would bet that he plays because he hasn't been there before. Even if he only plays 5 or 10 minutes, I would bet he gives it a go. Nothing crazy, just, kind of stretch his legs, but he hasn't been before. I would bet. I would bet that he does. Echo over on YouTube says Luka is garbage on defense. Echo, you got to pay more attention. He's not great, but he's gotten a little better. 2 years ago, Luka was one of the worst defenders in the league. But that narrative is a little older. He definitely got a lot better last year. He's a little better. He ain't great on defense. I don't want to kid you. But he's not one of the worst in the league anymore. You're not going to just say, oh, Luka's just garbage on defense. You're not saying that anymore. He at least puts up a fight. Where before, he didn't even put up a fight. Yeah, Luka's a lot better on the defensive end than what he was 2 years ago. Like I said, 2 years ago, Luka was one of the worst defenders in the league. But not anymore. Not anymore. He's putting up at least a fight. He'll battle you. Not going to keep a lot of people in front of him, but at least he'll fight you. Which, that's all you can ask.